Welcome to TRS Clips, the channel that we hope is like a brain workout for you. Back in the day, before podcasts were a thing, for 4 years I was constantly creating content. In my final year of creating content, pre-podcast, my main theme was this thing called mental fitness.
Right.
And I didn't even understand what I was doing. But I think it's been one of my most important chapters in my own content journey, because the truth is that life will be difficult for everyone.
Yes.
But you need to have something called fortitude backed by providence.
Right.
And that's exactly what I learned from you. That have the ability to build that mental fitness and believe in the concept of providence, because life will be difficult and you need to be able to pole vault past that difficulty a bit. So I'd love for you to re-explain what providence is first.
Great. So this is something that I learned from my dad, and it worked for me. So I shared it with you, and I shared it with everyone else that comes across my life path. Providence is this energy of abundance, if we can see it, without the filters of always being in lack, the filters of scarcity. I never have enough. I'm looking at what everyone else has, and I can't see providence, which means what I already have. Providence are these things that are in our life right now, given to us by a higher power. Okay, I'm not going to get religious, nor am I going to get spiritual. But there's providence in everyone's life. And we only come to know of it when we start to really recognize that we have it. Like if we have a family that's healthy, someone who's healthy, someone may be sick, there's providence. It's not like everything in your life is going bad at one point. So a lot of the scriptures, what I love doing? I love studying all the scriptures together. I may be a Catholic, but it's just a small part of my life. There's commonalities between every religion and every scripture written. And they also talk about abundance and providence being together. When we have a mindset of abundance, which means, hey, I may not have enough right now, but I truly feel that I can have enough without the struggle of, pulling down people, trying to be greedy, bringing in all those negative emotions, we start to recognize that, hey, there's providence, that, hey, when I really needed something, it came into my life. That's providence. There was no effort put by you. You didn't do anything. It just flowed into your life. That is providence. So for example, you got that last minute seat on a flight. You were struggling, but suddenly the airline called you up and say, hey, there's a seat available. Do you want to book it? Book it right now. Providence. No effort, no nothing. All of us, when we align to providence, we realize, number one, there is a higher power. Number two, that sometimes we just got to stop trying to be in control of everything and everyone, because number one, we're not. Number two is we can only feel providence and actually even welcome providence in our life when we stop trying to chase and be in control all the time. So that's exactly what providence is. Sometimes people are so grateful for the little things. Like, I have a 4th stage cancer patient, and this patient has such a positive attitude. Such a positive attitude. It's 4th stage. We don't know how long the patient will live, but every day she's like, but I have so much, Luke. I've lived 70 beautiful years. My kids come and meet me every day. In fact, now they spend more time with me. She's so grateful for the things that she has that she had 2 months left to live. Today, it's the 3rd year she's living, and the doctors are just go home.
4th stage cancer got reversed.
It's not reversed. She still has cancer, but she had 2 months to live. She's living for now the 4th year. Providence. And she says, this is providence. And we believe she has it because, of course, she's got medical treatment, she's doing lifestyle, but her mindset is one of abundance. I do also see patients constantly on the negative. Oh no, this is going on, this is going on. Those energies don't really serve us.
Yeah. I have a couple of things to say, man. So everything that happened this past year, I think it's affected my family way more than it's affected me. That's how it is, right? Like,
It is,
as in
yeah.
when your family members get affected, you definitely get more hurt than they do.
Yes.
Because the person who's actually affected has to stay strong for the rest of the pack. I think my sister's all right, but I think my parents are just very sad and partially angered. So it's kind of resulted in the situation where every time I speak to either of my parents, they try coaching me. And that actually triggers me like a lot because I don't want to be coached.
Yeah.
And that's that one space where I get to be a child again.
Right.
But I used to get to be a child till before this last year. Now it's like it's just coaching. And it's caused like some friction, and I've had to tell them that please don't do this. But I also understand it's human predicament, and I'm really trying to detach myself from this. And on some level, I'm really hoping that this reaches my family, this particular conversation.
Right.
So,
Let me break it down for
Yeah.
you. All right. There are two ways. No one's right and no one's wrong over here. I mean, your mom, your dad, they still have, and they will always have that protective instinct for their son. All of their thought processes are coming from one. What got threatened? Safety. Not just physical, emotional, mental. Look at what's happening to our son. So, human tendency is immediately, how can I fix it? Okay, we're the parents. We should coach, we should train, they're doing it from an intention to make sure this doesn't happen again. Now, what's going to happen is no amount of coaching can prevent what will happen in the future. At the same time, let's look at it from your aspect. Okay, you need that space to be that child again, but you're getting coached, which is why there's some amount of friction. What you require right now and what your parents require without coming in the middle, in between their paternal instinct to protect you, is just two words: understanding, acceptance. And this gives you the third thing: hey, listen, we got your back, we're always there for you. This is when families come together. Of course, they want to change you, coach. It's like any parent telling their kid, no, don't do this, don't do this. They're not doing it to show authority. They're mostly, and there are some parents who do that. They want to maintain authority, But most parents are genuinely concerned because they want to be in control of the future, that nothing happens again to you. You see, that is the biggest issue in today's world. People want to be in control of the future. Humans don't like uncertainty because it threatens their safety. Like, let's go with the Air India crash. Didn't it affect everyone, like so massively? Why? It threatened our safety. That, hey, we fly all the time. It could be us. It could be our family member. There's so much of rubbish happening in our country every day, violence, etc., etc. But that particular incident, it shook everyone up because it threatened human safety. So your parents are just responding with a new behavior according to a circumstance that happened. Understanding is such a beautiful thing. Understood. This is part of our life journey. There is a spiritual lesson for them and for you. And it all comes down to acceptance. Yes, there are certain things that I can maybe, make sure these things don't happen again. I'm not talking about nothing that you do, but parents. But the closer the family is, finally, what does every human being crave for? A sense of belonging. In your case, it's to be that child again with your parents. Validation and attention that, hey, yes, yeah, and that I got your back, which is nothing but love. So I feel I would really want you to, because in our previous conversations, I want you to take that step forward and actually over here be the bigger person. Your parents are coming from protection. You have to come, sit them down. You got to communicate. When you communicate, more information breaks down bigger problems. They will understand where you're coming from. And you should be able to tell them, I'm not liking this. It's not helping me. If there's something great, good. But now I just need family time. I don't want to be coached anywhere. I want togetherness. That itself is very healing.
I'll try going one layer deeper in this. So I've tried having those conversations 4 or 5 times. And this is the 6th or 7th time it's happening.
Yeah.
So I just politely told my parents I just need some space now.
You've done the right thing. At some point, when things don't work out, we need to create our own space respectfully. It's called detachment, not abandonment, which means it's not like you never speak to your parents, you don't go to them. But yes, you take your space to heal because you don't want to be that person saying the wrong thing or hurtful thing to your parents because you're so triggered, the fact that they're not yet understanding you. And honestly, if this ever reaches your parents, my advice to you, I'm sure they're elder than I am, but with my experience of dealing with so many people, giving you that space will actually be healing for you and for them. But come back quickly as a family. It's always nice if you all can, be in togetherness in the same space that's positive for both of you.
Thank you for watching the clip, दोस्तों. मेरा hope ये है कि आप हर हफ्ते इसी चैनल पर लौट आओ ताकि जितने भी पॉडकास्ट हम अपलोड कर रहे हैं ना, उनका सार आपको इस चैनल पर मिले.